How's it feel? Alright, I know this isn't the normal garage, but see the Elko back there? Decided to bring it into work today, so yeah, there she is. Ran pretty nice. There's still some suspension stuff I have to do up front. I think I really just need to get an alignment on it. And other than that, she's pretty good. There was one problem though when I was coming in. Like I said, it was a little cooler in the day, and so on the highway I didn't notice it. Everything stayed cool, but they're working now. So I do have my fans on a switch. They also run off the Holley Terminator X, but just noticed there's a short in there, and I noticed it when I was out a couple weeks ago for grind school at night. My light bar went out, and then if you wiggle this cable or wiggle these wires I have towards the fans, and I think the one to the light bar also, if you wiggle that, they'll come back on. But I guess I'm gonna either have to check a ground or check just pretty much all the wires up in this area, up in the engine bay. There's probably a short in there somewhere, or just not grounded correctly, or the ground just came loose. But I know, was it 87 SS? He just had this similar problems on his buddy's car, so I might mess around a little bit on lunch break, see if I can fix the problem. If not, just get it home and tear into it then. I just did a quick little look in here, and this ground right here, all these are loose, so that's probably what it is. Just need to tighten that back down and we should be good. Still need to tighten it some more, but I might have some pliers in the Elko. If not, just try to hand tighten it for now, get it back home, and probably swap a different nut and bolt it in there and tighten it up that way. Probably put a lock nut on the back. Nope, it's threaded, so tighten that up, and that's probably what it is. Because the light bar's off, the fans are off. Let me see. So, light bar, fans are on, light bar's on. Yeah, that's what it was. Those were loose, so just make sure that's tightened down and we should be good. But other than that, might move it over there, get some videos or pictures with it next to the motors, and we'll call it good. But yeah, just little things in these project cars. I thought it happened, well, the overheating, not really overheating, but got hot when I went to go get the emissions for it. So it did pass the emissions, which I'm kind of lucky with, especially with the LS swap and Terminator X. But yeah, it passed emissions, so good for another 5 years on that. But just little things here and there you gotta worry about. Little rabbit up under there. But yeah, just have the car out. The weather's warming up, so this should be out a little bit more. I think next week I'll meet up with Grind School for a car show. He's supposed to be getting his Elko out. I'll get mine out, and we'll get some footage for you guys then. First time having somebody else drive the car in a while. Just let him take it around the block. She looks good. You take it out. It's weird hearing it outside the car. How's it feel? So far on the ride home, everything's staying cool. Fans seem to be staying on, so I think it was just that ground. I'll get home, tighten it up a little bit more. But you gotta love it, little 5-speed LS swap, 80 El Camino. Yeah. Sitting there, 190. It's a temp, so both fans are on. So it's pretty good for the most, or so far. Alright, so just getting home. Stopped by the store, got some dog food for the puppy, and just to get some stop and go traffic a little bit at some lights. And the car, instead of the fans running now, you can hear them just on the toggle switch, so they do cut on. And it seems like that's the only time when they're cutting on, not running through the computer, so there might be another wire mixed up in there. So I'll tear into that some more, but I did stop by the Advanced Auto Parts that I usually go to. The guy told me about a little meet they were having, and he just does little charity events and meets and stuff up at the Advanced Auto. And I know it happened earlier in the day, but I was like, I'll swing by, see if some cars are left. There were about 3 or 4 cars left. I believe 3. Yeah, 3 cars left. So check those out for a little bit and talk to those guys a little bit. 2 Mustangs and a Camaro. Got some footage of the Camaro. The other 2 might be in the video also. But pretty much figuring out why it's running hot was most likely just the ground from the wiring. Nothing too major. That should all be fixed. But as I said, besides that, it's fun to drive. The weather's warming up. It's either bike weather or old school weather. So I said next week I might be going to, well, Grind School's getting his Elko out, so I'll take the day off and go up to, I believe it's the Lincoln Tech car show. And of course I'll take the Elko, not too fancy. Even the guys I was talking to at the Advance, they mentioned the Lincoln Tech car show. So yeah, I might have to take a day and go to the car show. But the Elko is up and running. It's out. It's leaking a little bit. I think that's the power steering. I'll have to double check. Still need to crawl up under it. Probably put some air in that tire. But for what she's built for, it's doing all right. Yeah, I think it's leaking right in there. So I think eventually might have to figure out something with the steering box if I want to upgrade it to, I believe, the Monte Carlo ones. I think that's hitting the fans actually. So yeah, I think, yeah, these aren't even, these are loose. That's why. That's what it is. The fans are loose. So I have to figure out remounting those once this thing cools down. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. You see that gap right in there? That shouldn't be there. That should be closer up on there. But yeah, once this cools down, I might come out a little bit later and take a look at that. But that's probably why these wires have been getting pulled and that ground was loose. But yeah, 87 SS boy, you're not the only one with the fan problems. I'm having them too, but should be a simple fix. But that's it.